What's up everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I finally found something to call an intro. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to smash that red subscribe button so that you're notified each time I post a new video. So basically, I'm excited today because I'm starting a new series which is called Uni Life Talk Shows, where I'll be having guests on my show. As you can see, we have upgraded the channel name to Untitled TV because you are about to be entertained. So this series is intended to help you to get like an insight on what uni life looks like and basically what you can look forward to, what you can expect. I hope that you guys find it very useful and helpful. It's hopefully going to be 10 episodes, and hopefully you get something that is going to inspire you, help you, and improve your life. With that being said, let's get into the video. Hi everyone, and we have our first guest here who is also my friend. I'll just let her introduce herself.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Rutendo Makaya. I'm from Zimbabwe.
Yeah, she's a fellow Zimbabwean. But I'll just dive straight into it. The first question, which is obviously the first question, is can you please tell us about yourself and what course you're doing?
I'm studying accounting and finance with a placement here, so it's a 4-year degree.
What year are you doing now?
Oh, sorry, I'm second year. I'm in second year.
Second year, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you always want to go to university from a young age, or is it something that was just the next step coming?
I mean, I think considering the way everyone in my family proceeded in terms of their future, it was always after high school, you're looking for a good university and you're going to get your degree, and after your degree it's either you aim for a master's or you get a really good job. I think that's the norm really in most of our families.
African cultures, yeah.
So, and also because my family, and they're well educated, so it was just one of those that I always knew that definitely I was going to go to university. But it was just in terms of where I never thought I was going to come to the UK. I absolutely hated this place.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I thought I really wanted to go to Canada, but it was expensive.
Yeah.
And then the UK was just the next best alternative.
Yeah.
But I just absolutely hated this place. I just thought it was very dull. And my point has been proved to some extent because Swansea kept me very bipolar.
That moves to the next question, where I was going to ask you what were you most looking forward to in your experience in university?
Oh my goodness. I think I expected a lot.
A lot.
And then I think I kind of forgot how it was the time that we started university was when COVID started.
True.
So I didn't really have that in mind. I didn't think it was going to significantly affect my studies, and still do to this day. So I just thought it was going to be one of those where I wake up to go to my lectures, and then I meet friends inside the lectures, and then we become long-time friends.
Yeah,
until I work or get married or something like that,
Yeah.
But it was the complete opposite. I came here and it was just so quiet. Everything was just so quiet. And I was like, what? You know how in the movies you see so many people walking around on campus?
Yeah.
And people are just greeting each other. There's people playing music. There's people doing so many activities. Yeah, it was so dry. And the only thing that was captured me was literally the beach. That was the only thing that I was like, okay, this is something new to me, the view and everything. But otherwise, I'm not saying that the university is bad. I'm just saying that obviously my university expectations were
yeah, we can blame it on COVID.
Blame everything on it, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question is, how most people are worried about the first step of making friends when you get to university.
Yeah.
So how was that for you, and what would you say to them?
I'm someone who likes to talk to everyone. I'll literally just walk up to you and say hi. And it's funny how I actually met my first friends here. I didn't even expect it. Well, to be honest, when I actually first came here, I didn't have any friends. I had a flatmate because we're in this flat where you live the two of you.
Oh yeah. Sort of.
And she was from Poland, and we just never got that connection. You know, this living with someone and knowing that no, this is my flatmate or my roommate, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you never really have that. Like, you can't say that they're my friend. It's more of like you guys are just flatmates.
Surviving together.
Exactly, basically. That's what it was about. So obviously, I think, like everyone here, I spent most of my time calling my friends back home.
Yeah.
And then I realized that no, I actually need to come out of my comfort zone and try open up. That's when I then started like going out with this girl a bit, like to take walks and everything.
Yeah, so like but how did you initially get to like have that first friend? Like
I wouldn't. Okay, first friend.
Yeah, was it like online or you like just met them outside or something?
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. And then so then I realized that I just felt forced, and I mean there are some relationships that you don't need to force them. Some relationships do have a short lifespan, so as to say. But I mean, one day I just decided to just take a walk by myself, and then I met there's these two girls that were walking, and then something just told me to just walk up to them and say hi. And I was just like, it doesn't matter if they think you're weird, just go for it.
That's confidence. I could never walk up to people.
Really, I mean, there's some people who look approachable. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
There's some people who you would definitely be like, okay, let me go say hi. And then there's others where you're just like, no, I won't even try. I won't even try. But then, I went up to her and I was just like, oh, hi, my name is Rutendo. Where you guys from? The other one was from Zimbabwe. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're from Zimbabwe. And then from then on, we just clicked. Our relationship has just been amazing since they were literally like best friends. So, yeah, you can meet like your best friend and whatnot. I mean, it's different for everyone. Some people cannot approach people like that. Some relationships take time. You might meet in class and just always help each other with homework or something like that, or assignments. But eventually, like, you do become friends in that. So
so it's like, are you saying like the first step should be probably like going out there, like you went outside?
I think go out of your comfort zone and just go for it. I think the thing is that's the type of person I am. So my advice is going to be a bit biased, but and there's some people who are just content with just, happening to meet someone randomly as well. That works. Like, when you're invited for chills or whatnot, or maybe you go to church and then you're just walking out and then someone goes, oh, hi. And then this, you meet people at different places, but like, I think maybe just saying hi to people. And
true.
And as vague as it sounds, most of my friends we've literally just met just because one of us just said hi.
Another one, again, at this point, can you say like you're sure of what you want to become after university? Like in terms of career-wise, would you also, this is just like a continuation, would you recommend someone to like still go to university, like even if they don't know, they're not yet sure like what career path they want to take?
To be honest, I knew what I wanted to be like. Like, I knew that I wanted to be an accountant, straight up. I knew that I wanted to be an accountant until I came to university.
Until you came to university?
Until I came to university. Not that I didn't know, like, it's just for me, it really kicked in, like, maybe I don't actually want to just be an accountant. There's so much more that I would like to explore. There's so many things that I can be with my degree. So for me, it was like, that's where I am right now. Like, oh, maybe I want to be this. And then maybe after doing like the module, then I'm like, nope, I don't want that anymore. Maybe I want the other side of accounting. So yeah, I like I said, I didn't know what I want to be until now, because like with placements, for example, applying for placements, there's some of them, like, for example, I could apply for tax, I could apply for auditing, I could apply for insurance, So I just realized that there's so many things that I also didn't know that I could venture into. So I keep researching, and I'm like, okay, maybe I want to do this. And I think my mom's an accountant as well, so talking to her really helped me in the sense that she told me that even if you're done with uni, even if you do become a chartered accountant, there's so many other things that you continue to want to be, and you don't really have to know where you're going. I think that's the advice that most people gave me when I was still in high school. Like,
you don't have to.
You don't have to know where you're going, but also like
you can't just stop.
You can't just randomly just apply for a degree. You know, it's a lot. Guys, degrees require a lot, so you kind of also need to know what career path you want to venture. Like as for me, I know that I want the accounting side, but which job exactly that I want, I don't know. So that's what I mean by you need to at least know the direction that you want to head. Like let's say if you're into like events and hospitality and stuff like that, then you know, okay, I'm into that industry, but which like job exactly I wouldn't know. So I feel like that's very important, but also at the same time it's okay to not know, I guess. That's the advice I was given. And just keep going. And there's people that genuinely keep changing courses, and that's okay. Like sometimes you really think like, no, this is the direction I want, and then you start doing the course and you absolutely don't like it, and that's fine too. Like life is about learning at the end of the day.
I heard this quote that like if you fail quick, you learn faster, and then you get to where you want to go like quicker than if you just don't want to fail at all.
Exactly, that's true.
That's really nice. What is your favorite part about being a university student?
I'm finding a way to put this across because it's probably gonna sound like I'm a nerd, but I think it's just discovering how challenging my degree can be.
And you enjoy that? I
enjoy the challenges that it brings. The other part is that I like challenging myself, so that's why I say that the fact that the degree is challenging in itself, so it brings out a part of me that I'm like, okay, so I can actually achieve this goal, I can actually get to this. That's why it's my favorite part, because after completing that test, for example, or that exam, and I'm like, wow, that took a lot out of me. Like I realized that maybe there's different ways to go about studying for this topic and things like that.
Yes, I feel you. What about in terms of cooking? Like, were you a regular cook back at home? I know you're going to laugh because of certain reasons that we will not disclose.
Oh wow!
But like, how did you like used to cook a lot at home? And if yes or no, like, how has that like helped you or like disadvantaged you in university?
At home, I never liked cooking. I don't lie. I absolutely hate it. Like, you know, when your mom comes home and she's expecting you to cook, I would close my door and like keep quiet and pretend like I'm not at home. Or when she comes in, I'll go for a walk or something until like late at night, and then she's like, okay, obviously she'll cook. And because like obviously like every mother expects the food to be cooked in a certain way sometimes. So obviously you might want to add your own 2 cents, but sometimes you'll be like, no. Do it this way, please. This is the only way that I liked it. So I guess that's how it was kind of demotivating for me to like keep cooking, because I was like, if people are going to have a problem, then why must I? And then I just didn't like cooking. I would actually just sit there. But there were times when I did cook, and my mother would be like, okay, wow, that's nice. But when I came to university, I actually liked cooking.
Wow.
I love cooking because no one is going to tell me that it tastes like this, or no one's going to have a problem with it. I can explore, I can even add this and this and this. It won't even make sense, but I've actually realized, I can actually cook this really well. You know, I keep trying out new things. So but obviously sometimes it gets tiring, like cooking every day, and then those dishes as well. I appear like a lazy person, but I'm not. As long as you cook, as long as I cook, other than some people that I know.
Let's not touch that one.
At least I cook, and you know, I believe I eat healthy.
Yeah, you will. Okay, next question. How do you deal with missing home? Like, because I know you're studying away from home since you're from Zim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gone home since I came here. I've felt homesick ever since I came here.
Oh.
I felt homesick ever since I came here. And I mean, obviously, there's only one way to go about it, just calling people home.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know how things keep like happening at home, like so many events.
Yeah.
This one got this one got something new, this one. And you're just there like, I wish I was just there. But then you also realize you have to get the degree as well.
Yeah, you just need to get it done.
So, yeah. It's hard. Like, I won't like there's sometimes when I'm just like, maybe I should just go home. But then obviously, like with COVID and everything, like you want to go and then this happens, then you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay. But yeah, calling really helps. Like I think I've called home every day since I came here. Wow. So yeah, those long conversations on the call, don't take them for granted because sometimes they won't even pick up. And they get annoyed and they're like, do you not have a life?
True.
Do you not have any friends? And I'm like, it's not that. It's just no
family,
one can replace family, you know.
True.
There's that connection that you guys have that no one can understand. Or maybe you see something funny, your friend will never understand. Exactly. But because it's probably like an inside joke at home, we really want to tell them.
Understand, true. This one I think you will like. What would you say has been your most embarrassing moment at uni? Like for me, I know for a fact that like just on Sunday, I literally was running for the bus and it left me and all my things fell to the ground. It was just like everyone was looking at me coming towards the bus and it just left. That was just so depressing. But yeah, what was your most embarrassing experience in university so far?
I think I went to Tesco this other day and that day it was full. I don't know what was going on. Tesco was so full. So I'm busy shopping, right? I'm done and my basket is full. So you know how sometimes the line, it comes from the other end because it's now long. It goes all the way around to the last, to like the fridge and everything. So I didn't see that because I was coming from the other side. So I'm coming from this other side, I have my music on, and then I go straight to the till, right? And I didn't notice that there was a whole line. I go straight to the till and I charge everything, right? But then I think there's like, you know, with energy drinks, how it says that like you need store assistant and stuff like that. So that was the last thing that I charged. Bear in mind I had so many things, right? So then I called and remember everyone is looking at me like
how
this
girl
does
she think she is?
Right, where did she come from? So I'm busy there listening to my music and I'm like, oh sorry, it's not allowing me. And then next thing it's like let's that was before I even had Apple Pay. So now it's like, you know, pay and whatnot. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm trying to get out of my card. I can't find it. And so everyone is looking at me. And then I'm genuinely looking for my card. And the only card I had was this key card thing. So now I'm looking for my pockets and now everyone is waiting to see like this girl needs to hurry up, right? Because the other ones are like cash, I don't know for some reason the other checkouts weren't working, so it was only like 2 and the other the servers and whatever. So I took out the key card and you know how the key card is wide. Then I pretended to tap it. I turned it around. Then I pretended to tap it as if it was a bank. Then I was like, it's not working. And I was like, sorry. And I didn't even show my face. I didn't even show my face. I was just like, sorry. And then I walked out and I left the thing there.
Oh, Lord.
It was so embarrassing.
How do you deal with procrastination? Yeah, this is like the main university problem.
I let procrastination take its course. Like in the sense that I know that I have something to do and I'm deciding not to do that. So then when I end up deciding, okay, no, dude, it's time to study. I didn't think of that time that I was busy watching that series. And I added onto my work time. So initially, maybe if I had said I'm going to study for 2 hours today, and I spent an hour watching a series, I'm definitely going to add that hour to my study because it's like not as punishment, but it's because I wasted that time. There's no way I'm going to go for a break knowing well that I wasted that time where I could have also been studying this whole other topic. So now I'm going to study that topic that I could have studied in that time. That's why I'm like, sometimes I take its course knowing that I'm adding on to that time anyway.
Sure. So we're almost done, but there are like 4 more to go. Just 4. Do you feel like the need to work part-time whilst in university, and is it easy to find a job? And also, how do you save money? Like, were you a saver like before this, or now you have to learn to actually take care of your money?
I think I started working 2 months after I got here. I went to do like a care job, and I found it nice when I then came back and I had money to spend. It wasn't my parents' money, it was my own hard work money. Yeah. So obviously
care is hard work, my love.
Exactly, it is hard work. So when I was spending it, I think there's like a spending cap that you can put on like your cards now. Yeah. So and then there's also people who have 2 bank accounts. Yeah. So I moved that money into my savings account. So I would definitely recommend having a savings account.
Okay, that's nice.
Have a savings account in the sense that, like, if you let's say you have like £3 or something, and then you want to go to Tesco, for example. Yeah. You buy your bread, you buy your milk, you buy your eggs, then you're like, but I also want those chips. Yeah. Like, for you to keep taking out of that savings account just invalidates its purpose. Yeah, sure. So for me, it was kind of like, no, that money isn't there. Use that £3 to buy whatever you need, and that's it. But also sometimes you're just like, maybe let me just add like £3, to buy some food. Yeah. But then you realize that like you can't keep going like that. It's really not healthy, honestly. But yeah, looking for part-time job is hard. Oh my goodness, it is so hard in the sense that like you also want something that pays well. Yeah. Not like
you're not just trying to settle for
because this is. It's already hard to get a job because of us, we're international students. So sometimes you get called to so many interviews and they'll literally just say no. But guys, keep trying. Like, and as much as they say no, you keep sending your application to that one place, and you find your one.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like when you compare it to them, it's definitely better.
It's definitely no, definitely. Yeah. Because even in a week, you can make so much. Yeah. Than someone who's like earning
a month
or something. True. So yeah, it's hard to say, but I would recommend like opening an account. Another account for those, obviously it's not even hard to open an account. Hey, as a student, you don't even need to pay, so it's literally just going with your documents and saying, hey, I want to open an account, and then it's done. It takes like about a week until your account is here. So honestly, it's hard to say, but sometimes you need to limit the amount. Like, write down like at the beginning of the month that this is the allocation to food, this is the allocation to toiletries, this is the allocation to transport. Then you know how much you need, just like an average amount, that's how much you need a month. And then if you have like £200 and maybe you've calculated that I actually need £150, remove that other £50, because the moment you know that there's £200 in my account, you're like, I can always buy so much chicken, for example. True. And yet you really can budget on some things, And also you need to live within your means and be realistic with yourself. If you know that you only have £10, then you're going to Tesco. Then you're going to like an expensive store. Yeah. You can't expect to come out with so many items because they're going to finish within 3 days. Yeah, sure. So it's also being realistic with your budget. Your budget, not your friends. Yeah. You go out with your friends and you go grocery shopping together. And they will shop at the expensive stores.
I know. Oh,
and you will feel the edge. But you say, the thing is, what I do first is say, okay, you go to Tesco, I go to Lidl. Yeah, I will come there exactly. when I'm done. Or, we go our separate places.
Yeah, don't
separate ways. And then, it's easy to fall under pressure because it's even like seeing your friend buy.
Yeah, and then you're just like
things.
tempted as well. Like,
yeah, and even like my other friend, we could go to a place and I'm like, and she goes, I like this, and I'm like, no, I don't see the point.
Exactly. Like,
but walking out of that store, we're both holding the same thing.
The next question is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I know this question. I know, but yeah.
5 years from now, yeah, that's 3 years after graduating from university, and I believe, God willing, that I will be done with my masters as well, and I'll be studying for a qualification.
Wow.
To be to be either a chartered accountant or a chartered financial analyst. So
that's nice.
Yeah, you just have to be positive and work towards that goal now, not when you're done with your degree. Then you're like, maybe I should do my masters. Maybe I should do this. I feel like you should start now. Start planning now for that goal, because that's the only way it can be achieved. You don't just. You should have it. Speak it into existence. Exactly.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like the last two. The second of last is, what piece of advice would you give to your teenage self that, like, if you knew differently, if you knew then you wouldn't have done, you'd have done differently? Like, what would you say to your younger self?
I would tell my teenage self that I'm proud of you, but stop putting too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things in high school that I was just so like, oh my gosh, I need to know this, I need to know this, I need to have focus, I need to have direction. And I didn't allow myself to be the teenage self. I wanted to be an adult then quickly.
Yeah.
So now that
actually
going to be an adult, I'm just there like, okay, now I didn't really get to experience my teenage years because I wanted to be all grown up, to be looking mature to my parents. So like, no, I think I would tell myself, dude, be a kid. Like, there's just some things that I wish I'd gone through then that are affecting me now.
Yeah.
So I would, but I'm so proud of that as well because it shaped me into the person I am today, which is a very good thing because there's some situations that I've seen that no, I'm acting maturely, like, because and then even the people around me, even the people that, also the kind of people that you attract reflect on the kind of person you are as well. True. So for me, I'm very proud of myself. Just looking at my friends and the people in my life, we're all very like-minded. We all have the same goal.
Okay, the last question is, how does it make you feel to feature on my channel?
Oh my gosh, guys, it was so exciting. I was so nervous. Still am. Wow. I probably repeated a lot of stuff. Said a lot of stuff that was useless. I'm sure some of you were just like, but this girl didn't even answer the question.
No, I feel like
but that's okay. So at least I actually featured in a video.
Yeah, it actually did.
It's been such an honor.
Yeah.
I am so grateful. Like, you people, you don't understand what it feels like to be sitting next to
the one and only.
But it has been such an honor. Thank you so much for. She saw something in me, guys.
Yeah, I could see something.
She saw something. When I say the friends you attract, she's a keeper.
Tell them. Okay, one last thing before we finish. Because you are the first one to feature on the channel, we've got a little token of appreciation for you.
Oh wow!
It's nothing much, but it's something. So just there you go.
Oh my god!
I know.
Can I open it now?
Okay, you can go ahead. But just to say thank you so much. It's the thought that counts. Thank you so much. Can you tell them to do the thing that needs to be done for the channel?
Do the thing that needs to be done. Subscribe, and subscribe. So subscribe to her channel, guys.
Thank you, guys. I'll link down her.
Beauty.